Hello and welcome to Yinyasa, which is really a beautiful blend and balance of slow flow vinyasa and the yin yoga practice. We're going to start out with the movement portion before we do the yin sort of static laying in one posture for several minutes phase. For today's practice, I'm a props teacher, and so your yoga mats, 2 blocks, and a blanket at a minimum. And for maybe one of the postures, you'll grab sort of a big puffy pillow or a bolster, anything you have that you could lay yourself on that's a soft landing place. But we're going to begin our practice this morning on our backs. So please come all the way down, get your props set up, and then back body to the earth. Slide your feet out wide, bring the middle of your knees together, and then open your arms into a cactus shape. Elbows bent, palms facing the sky. Close down your eyes and take a big breath into the center of your chest. At the very top of the inhale, pause for just a moment, and then exhale through your mouth. And feel your rib cage begin to soften towards the earth. Big breath in. Pause at the top. Exhale through the mouth. Big breath in. Pause at the top. Exhale out. All the way to the bottom. And this is our last one. Big breath in through the nose. Feel your chest rise. Feel your rib cage expand. Pause at the top. Through your mouth, let it go. Reach your arms above your head and grab opposite elbows, forearms, or wrists, and then begin to windshield wiper the knees from right through center to left. Go nice and slow. And connect your movement with your breath. And soften all the muscles of your face, release the back of your jaw, unwrinkle your forehead. Maybe turn the outer corners of your lips up into a smile. You can open your mouth really wide, stick out your tongue. Just wake up your face as you shift the legs from side to side, as we're stretching the arms and the upper chest. All right, do one more windshield wiper on each side. Come on back through center. Half happy baby starting on the right. Right knee comes to your chest, and then take your arm inside your right leg. Then go over the top of the foot to the outer edge of the foot and grip. Then, if and when you're ready, you're going to inhale and lift your foot up, stack it above the knee, and flex your foot. Your left hand can rest on your left hip bone right at the top of the thigh. Just keep that side of your pelvis anchored down. It's going to want to pop up as you pull the right foot and knee down. But try and keep the pelvis level here. And return your mind to the flow of your breath. Big inhale, all the way to the top. Pause. Through the mouth, let it go. Go ahead, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Use your hand to your inner right thigh or knee and push your leg away from you. Then take a big breath in. On your exhale, engage the abdominals so your belly button draws down, and then you use that core strength to pull your legs in. Be mindful, the knee is not pointing or lifting directly towards the chest if possible. You want to keep it rotating away, but both of the legs come in. Then thread your right arm through that little hole created by your legs. Bind your hands at your left hamstrings. Do your best to relax the shoulder caps down. Slide the shoulder blades together. Close your eyes and hold for just 3 breaths. On your next inhale, release, set your left foot down, unhook the right, set it back down, and go right over to the second side. So left knee pulls in and moves wide. Your left arm comes to the inside of your leg, your hand wraps to the outer edge of your foot, and then you begin to lift your foot up with your inhale. Right hand to left hip bone. Find that balance and anchoring in the lower region. Return to your breath. Keep the left foot flexed. Take one more breath. Great. Go ahead, release your hand from your foot. Figure 4, take your left ankle over your right thigh, and then left hand to your inner knee, push your leg away from you. Then big breath in. As you exhale, engage your core, legs come in. When you're ready, take the bind at your hamstrings. If that's not working for you today, you can always take left hand to knee, right hand to foot, and just support the top leg with your hands rather than going behind the bottom leg. Take 2 more breaths. Go ahead, release your hands, set your feet down. Come into the great stretch, lengthen your arms up and your toes down. Interlace the fingers, push the palms up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, knees to chest, hands to hamstrings, rock yourself up to a seat and bring yourself into downward facing dog. Plant your palms. Your palms are going to be shoulder distance apart. You're going to lift your hips up, create a reverse V shape with your body. Feet are going to be hips distance apart. Push your heels down towards the earth. For this opening Adho Mukha Svanasana, definitely lean into comfort and pedal out your legs. So for much of this practice, we're going to be focused on the back body here. And the backs of the legs are included in that equation. Lift your head and look at your hands. Go ahead and make sure that your hands are spread at least shoulder distance, if not wider. And your pinky fingers should probably be touching the outer corners of your mat. And spread your fingers out nice and wide, like really wide. And point your index fingers straight forward. Then, if you're pedaling your legs, find stillness, lift your hips up and back, big breath in, and big breath out. Big breath in. On your exhale, soften your heart and your chest forward. Take one more breath. Exhale, let it go. Lower your knees to the earth, slide them wide, sit your hips back for child's pose. Your arms will crawl forward. You can lift up onto the fingertips to bring a little more lift to the chest, hollow out your armpits, and then snake your head, neck, and shoulders down to the earth. Once you've done that, release the palms down, Relax the forearms and the elbows down, and then push your palms into your mat and forward. That's going to help anchor your hips to your heels. And breathe into your upper back. Soften into your heart. And breathe into your upper back. Soften into your heart. Breathe into your upper back. Soften into your heart. On your inhale, lift up to a tabletop, then tuck your toes and lift your hips for down dog. Take a breath. On your next inhale, lift your head, look forward. Bend your knees a lot, and then step your feet to the front of your mat. Take as many steps as you want to get to, as it takes to get there. Baby steps or big steps, it doesn't really matter. Bring your blocks below your hands to support this posture and take a forward fold, Uttanasana. Widen your feet just a little bit more than hips distance. Hips distance is 2 fistfuls between the balls of the feet. Widen your feet just a little bit more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. One more time, inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, push into your feet, rise all the way up. Hands come to your heart. Walk your feet together so the inner ankles are touching, inner thighs are touching, and then squeeze the inner thighs together. As you draw in towards the midline, then I want you to anchor down into the heels of the feet. And then as you anchor down, lift the crown of your head up. Broaden the shoulders, squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, hands through prayer, hinge at your hips and fold. Half lift, breathe in. As you exhale, right leg goes back, drop your knee, lift your arms, Anjaneyasana. Come back to your breath. One more. Hands to the earth. Excuse me, not hands to the earth, hands to blocks, pardon me. Wiggle your front foot forward about 3 inches and then pop up onto the heel of your foot, toes stacked above the heel. Baby Hanumanasana. Walk your arms out as long as you can and then drop your head. Hold for 2 more breaths. Lower the left foot down, set your blocks to the side, palms to the earth, step back, down dog. Wiggle your feet all the way together, squeeze your legs together, inhale forward to plank. You can hold plank or you can drop your knees to tabletop. On your next inhale, I want you to lift your head, look forward, tone your abdominals, draw the belly button up, point the tailbone back, and then with control, bend your elbows and lower your chest to the earth. Lengthen your legs long, roll your shoulders up and back. Inhale, push into your palms gently. Come up just about halfway. Elbows squeeze in. Big breath. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes, push back, down dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forward. Lower your back knee, lift your arms, Anjaneyasana, monkey lunge. Bring your hands to the earth or hands to blocks. Walk your right foot forward 3 inches, straighten the front leg, lift your toes. Walk your arms as far forward as you can, and then drop your head. One more breath. Lower your foot to the earth, hands to the side. Step your back foot forward, coming into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, push into your feet, rise all the way up. Hands come to heart. Inhale, arms go out and up. Exhale to fold. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, left leg back, lower your knee, lift your arms. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take the twist, left elbow to right thigh. Push your palms together, send your right elbow back. Firm the glutes for stability and anchor into the front foot. Take a big breath in. And then back out. On your inhale, unwind, lift your arms. Exhale, hands to block, slide your right foot forward, lengthen your leg. Right foot to the earth, hands to the earth as well, step back, down dog. Big breath in. And then back out. Inhale, slide forward, plank or tabletop. Activate the abdominals. Lower belly draws into belly button draws to spine. Big breath in, look forward. Whether you're in plank or tabletop, engage the inner thighs together, find strength in the core, and then lower down to the earth. Roll the shoulders up and back, untuck the toes, push into the palms, and rise up for Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Lift your chin, open your throat, one more breath. And then exhale, transition to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Complete breath out. On your inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step forward. Lower the back knee. Lift your arms, Yinyasa. Hands to heart. Big breath in. Take the twist from your waistline. Right elbow comes to left thigh. Push your palms together. Send your left elbow back. Firm the glutes in, right to the midline. Take another breath. As you exhale, unwind, bring hands to blocks, coming into that baby Hanuman. Straighten your leg, lift your toes. Left foot down, hands down as well. Lift your back knee and then step forward, standing forward fold. Find your breath. Bend your knees, push into your feet, rise all the way up, lift your arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes, take a breath. Take one more. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Sorry, not hinge at your hips. Stick your hips back, sit back into a chair. If there's any knee tenderness here, widen your feet to about hips distance, and then take the low belly, draw it up and in, and then sit deeper. Your arms can be up straight, or maybe they're in cactus, or maybe they're at your heart. Take one more breath. Sit a little deeper. Inhale, circle arms out and up, stand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right leg back, drop your knee, lift your arms. As you exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath in. With intention, twist from the waistline over to the left. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale up through center. Hands to blocks, baby Hanuman. Take the block under the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Push into that block with your palm and bring your left hand to your hip. Twisted Hanuman. So look down to the earth for balance. Keep that front foot flexed. Really engage the core here. Squeeze the outer hips in. Maybe you turn your head to look back while also keeping your balance. Take one more breath. All right, return to center. Hands to the earth, step back, down dog. Bring your legs all the way together. On your inhale, come forward plank or tabletop. Look forward. Wait for your next out breath, and then lower down. Shoulders roll up and back. Untuck the toes. Rise for your cobra. Push your hips up and back. Down dog. Big breath in. And back out. Big breath in. And back out. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, step it forward. Lower your back knee, lift your arms. Exhale, hands to heart, take the twist. Inhale, arms back up through center. Baby Hanuman, hands to blocks, walk your leg forward. Straighten your leg. Stay here or take your block under the left hand, place it to the inside of the right foot, push your hand down, and really hug the upper inner thigh toward the midline. Then bring your right hand to your hip and twist open to the right. Give me one more breath. And then unwind yourself, everything to the earth. Step your back foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, push into your feet, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart, hinge at your hips and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, down dog. Lower your knees, take a child's pose. On your inhale, walk your hands in. We're actually going to stay in child's pose, but do a little bit of a variation. And then that's what we're going to hold that as we move into the yin portion of our practice today. So big toes touch at the middle of your mat. So big toes together. Your knees open nice and wide so they're in a V shape. For some folks, this can be challenging on the ankles and the feet. If you would like to potentially bring a blanket over your heels, or maybe you have a pillow that you want to use to support the hips and bring pressure off the ankles and feet, totally fine. Otherwise, hips down, blocks in front of you, about shoulder distance apart. Bring one elbow down and then the other, and it's a little trial and error to get the distance right. Palms come to touch. Lower your head and shoulders between your arms. And then find your breath. So with the yin practice, we're holding for a little bit longer. We're probably going to hold these for somewhere between 3 and 4 minutes. And holding for that long can absolutely cause discomfort. Part of the practice is holding space for that discomfort and then using your mind to move beyond it. Having said that, if any of the positions cause any pain at any time, make any adjustment that you need to get that pain to go away, even if it means exiting the pose entirely. Pain is not the goal. But finding our edge and moving through that discomfort is part of the process. Keep coming back to your breath. Every time we practice focusing on the flow of the breath, number one, it gives us a chance to pause and regain our resilience, our balance. It also gives us a little bit of procedural memory and muscle memory around focusing on the breath, so that when life gets chaotic or unpredictable, you've got an immediate tool that you can go to help recalibrate your mind so that you can process the information you're receiving and make good choices. You're doing a great job. We're already halfway done. Stay with it. Okay, so start to make your breath a little bit fuller. Like really exaggerate it if you can in the rib cage and then down into the belly. And let the exhales be a real surrender, like a real dramatic surrender. Keep going. This is not a one and done. Keep every breath big, full, dramatic. So dramatic that like your upper body is moving as you're breathing. Take one more breath. Let it go. All right, bring yourself all the way up to a seat. And we're going to shift. We're going to shift our shape here. So what I want you to do is to grab your blanket and fold it up. And you're going to sit the edge of your hips on the edge of the blanket. Emphasis on the word edge. And then once you've done that, which creates a lift in your pelvis in the front and a tilting down, a lifting in your pelvis in the back and a tilting down in the front, which is good for your low back. And then I want you to manually move the flesh of your seat, whatever's there, I want you to move it back so that your sits bones can find that blanket. Bottoms of your feet together, knees open wide for butterfly. I recommend having a block here, maybe two, because we're going to fold and it's going to support your head. All right. So take a big breath in, sit up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, I want you to start to hinge at your hips and lean forward, but lead with the tip of your chin and the center of your chest. So you're keeping a straight line in your spine as you hinge as far as you can, hands to your ankles. And then when you can't hinge anymore, then you're going to drop the weight of your head down. Once you drop the weight of your head, get your block and decide if you need any more support. So today I need 2 blocks. So I'm going to stack them up and then they're going to support my head. The bottom block is on my feet. And then hands can stay around the ankles or the low shins. And find your breath. Even after just a few opening breaths, you might already find space being created, and you may be able to adjust your blocks. Whether it be the height of one block, or maybe you remove, if they're stacked, you remove one. And make your breath as steady as possible as you flow from both the inhale into the exhale and the exhale back to the inhale. As we hold, you may even want to engage in something called resonance breathing or coherence breath. It's known by both names. This is really good for the nervous system. And it's really super simple. You've probably done it 100 times without realizing it. All you need to do is breathe in and out through the nose, and then make the inhale the same length as the exhale. The usual guidance is to start with a count of 4. And then eventually, as you do this for a few repetitions, you'll be able to lengthen to 5 and to 6. Exhale your breath all the way out. Let's do it together. And then inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. Slow your breath a little more and let's try to go to 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. This time, inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. Nice and slow. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. And take a normal breath in and a big sigh out of your mouth. With your inhale, begin to lift your head up. Set your blocks to the side, but don't set them too far. Go ahead and lengthen your legs forward. Adjust the flesh of your seat so your sits bones are touching your blanket. And then just go ahead and shake out the legs a little bit here. Roll the shoulders out here. Go the opposite direction. All right. Take the left leg out to the left and bring your right foot into your inner thigh, the left inner thigh. Hands to the earth around the leg, and then I want you to shift and turn from the waistline, face the left foot. Take a nice big breath in, sit up really tall. And then as you exhale, I really want you to deepen that hip crease as you fold forward. Kind of like I instructed with butterfly, lead with the tip of your chin in the center of your chest first. And then once they can't lower anymore, then reach your hands out for your foot. If you don't reach your foot, let your hands rest wherever they do and drop your head. This is another opportunity to grab your block and use it to support your posture. There are no have tos or shoulds. The goal is not to get your forehead to your leg. The goal is simply to find your edge and then hold it. And as you hold it, watch it soften, effectively creating a new edge. Stay with your breath. It's okay for your mind to wander. Once you catch yourself wandering, make note of where it went to, what you were thinking about. And then once you've made that little note, I invite you to come back to the present moment and the flow of your breath. And then continue to repeat that cycle every time your mind wanders off. Make a little note, come back to your breath. Got about 3 more breaths here in this shape. Begin to deepen the inhale. Make it nice and exaggerated. And then a real surrender on the exhale. With the next in-breath, walk your hands in, lift your head, peel yourself up. We're going to take this immediately over to the second side. So left leg opens up, the sole of the right foot. Let's try all that again. The right foot extends, the left foot comes in and presses to the inner thigh of the right leg. Move the flesh of your seat away and then turn your upper body towards the right foot. Take a nice big breath in, sit up as tall as you can, and then lead with your chin and begin to fold. Once you find your edge, grab your block. 3 more minutes. Hold and breathe over this side. As your breath helps to soften any edges in your body, any tough or tight places, I want you to focus on the rib cage. For most of us, the left side of the rib cage is going to be elevated right now, and the right side is going to be lowered. Ultimately, we want to try and balance that back out so that they're level and parallel to the earth. Try to make small adjustments in your rib cage to bring yourself slightly closer to balance, and then let your breath and gravity take over. Remember to keep your breath full. At some point, it's going to start to get shallow. Deep in the inhale. Soften the exhale. Deep in the inhale. Soften the exhale. Keep going. We're over halfway done. Make tiny adjustments for comfort, for greater depth. Keep breathing. Big breath in through your nose, all the way to the top. Fill up your rib cage. Exhale out. Gently peel yourself up. Take your time. We're going to come onto our backs. Hips to the middle of your mat. Come all the way down. And once you get there, pull your knees to your chest. Widen your knees, reach your arms down towards your feet from the inside of your legs. And then as you reach down, grab the outer edges of both feet coming into happy baby. Once you get into happy baby, I invite you to rock right to left. Push your tailbone down. Flex the feet. Keep breathing. And then release your hands, lower your legs, extend your arms by your side, grip the outer edges of your mat, and then pull your hands away from one another. That's going to help lengthen your low back, bringing a little bit of ease to the lower body. And then either hands to your belly or arms by your side. I want you to roll your shoulder caps down, slide your shoulder blades together, close your eyes, and greet your Shavasana. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 7. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 8. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 8. Exhale for 8. Take a cleansing breath in. Out of the mouth, let it go. Find a normal breath. Release the weight of anything you've been holding on to. Go deep into your heart. Find a little more trust. Find a little more courage. Find a little more compassion. Find a little more gratitude. Take a nice big breath in. Pause at the top. Through your mouth, let it go. Draw your knees into your chest. Slide your hands to your hamstrings. Bring yourself up to a seat, face forward. You can use your blanket to support your hips. Crisscross your shins. Close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, drop the weight of the body down. Take one final breath. Exhale, let it go. Find gratitude for your body, for your practice, for this lineage, for your breath. When you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sat Nam and Namaste. I'll see you again next time.